Welcome to our new podcast. My name is Emily Insiful.
My name is Toshín.
And we are best friends. Living in Berlin.
We're so in sync.
We're so in sync.
We are
best friends.
living in
Berlin.
Let's pray. Father.
Okay, if you want to, let's do it.
No, it's okay. We don't have to pray.
So did we want to play a game? The game is called Gig Math, Girl Math, or Absolutely Freaking No Math. So we'll tell each other scenarios, and then the other person says what it is for them.
Perfecto.
A venue offers you a gig for no money, but says this could be great exposure. And you can sell merch. What if the audience is actually your target audience and they're providing tech, food, and promo?
It's such a hard question. I think the first answer should just be no. I'm not going to do it. But as a struggling artist in Berlin, the reasons I would say yes is because maybe I don't have much gigs and I just want to just do something or to play a gig. To play a gig, I would say yes. If my target audience is there, why not? Because I guess it's beneficial because then you have more fan base and blah, blah, blah. But I think the right answer is I should say no.
Okay. Right now I'm at a space where I wouldn't play unpaid just because even though it might have good exposure and my target audience, I would be scared that it would block my day
for something
that could actually pay. Like that's the fear I would have. So I would from the get-go say no. But I used to say yes, and I think it's very valid to say, hey, this is a good opportunity. I'll say yes. I'm at the beginning of my road. We all start somewhere. We all move to a different city and start new. So I think it's very important to invest. It's an investment.
I guess it depends on how far you are in your career.
Right. 100%.
Because I'm sure there is a lot of bands, a lot of artists out there who would jump at an opportunity like this. Because I know some people don't even get a chance to perform in like big stages or in venues or something, where they probably don't have to do any of the work. The promo is done. There's going to be an audience there automatically. Yeah. Some people just want to be seen. The real question and the real thing, the real take from this is Toshín, say no and put some self-worth and value in yourself because you have done 1,000,001 gigs where they're always feeding us these lies. It's going to be beneficial. You can sell your merch. You could do this. You could do that. And what you get out of it? Time wasted. You get there at 2 p.m. It takes you an hour to travel there. So basically you leave your house at 1 p.m. You don't get home till 12 a.m. And you're wrecked. And you've given everything you have onto that stage. And maybe you get 3 new followers on Instagram.
That's kind of the reality of the situation.
That is the reality. I do remember a scenario though that I thought about it this morning as well. And it hurts me.
Aww.
Every single time.
Why does it hurt you?
It hurts, mate, because when people say, and our mothers used to tell us, never judge a book by its cover and just give everyone a chance. I took that with a pinch of salt, and I feel like most times I don't judge people, blah 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 blah. But this one instance when I did kind of judge, I think my life would have changed if I didn't judge someone. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever told you the story of...
Tell me the story. Tell me.
It was a time I went to Cassette Head.
Okay.
When I just moved to Berlin 2 years ago, nearly 3 years ago, and I went to this jam. And there was this person who usually comes frequently to the jam. And I used to always go up and sing, la 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 la. And then... in this, when you move to Berlin,
I used to
and I just dropped the mic, and it was great.
And sometimes I go la 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 la.
That's it. That's all I do, and I just drop the mic,
Right, what is there to
So
do?
one day I went to la la la, but actually, side note, what's in this?
We can't show the brand because we're not
Sponsored.
But I sponsor us because I buy a lot of those.
You don't know what this is. Jokes on you.
No, I was just laughing, and then I thought, oh my gosh, my mouth is really wet, and then I exaggerated. I was like, saw and thought, what is in there?
Crazy.
And now here we are.
It's just yellow chicken. So,
tell the story.
Side note of this La 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 story is, you know, when you move to Berlin and every Tom, Dick, Harry, Samson, and their mother wants to meet up with you for a coffee.
Yes.
So
I mean, I don't know, but I know that happened to you.
Oh, every Tom, Dick, Harry, Samson, Yolanda wants to meet up with you and be like, let's go for a coffee. So this was like, anytime I went to jams or anything and I sang, people would approach me like, oh, do you want to go for a coffee and meet up? And I did. I wasted all my money, all the €1,000 I brought to this country with me went on coffees I couldn't afford. So then one time at this jam session, this man approached me and he was like, hey, let's meet for a coffee. Do you have an agent here or anything like that? And maybe I could help you and blah, blah, blah. But you know, this is something I heard a million times when I moved here.
Of course.
So for the 27th person who told me, the 26 people before that, I gave them a chance.
Yeah.
But then the 27th person, I didn't give a chance.
Yeah.
And now the 27th person is the agent to one of the really successful artists in Berlin. And the artist that they're managing or whatever they're doing is touring Europe right now.
Oh my gosh, I think you told me the story.
And this could have been me. And this is not the first, this also happened to me in Ireland. I missed something by like 1 week. You know, like missing an opportunity by not being at this place at this time. You know, of course, we can also say that this is not meant for me and this is meant for somebody else. But you can, as an artist, as a human, you can only think like, damn, what if I just spent my last €3 on that coffee with this person? But I was like, it's not like I said, no. I was just like, oh, I don't know if I have time. I will let you know. And like, the person was like, okay. And then the person got somebody else. Another person is successful. And then last year I went back to the person. I was like, hey, I would love to talk to you. Can we? And then the person was like, yeah. And they were like, but I have to come and see you live with your band. And then the day I had my big show, they were sick. And they're gonna bring their bigger boss.
Oh my goodness.
And they were both sick. And
both?
Yeah, this was in October. You know what? Everybody was getting sick.
Okay, yeah. That's like the October time in
worst.
Berlin. Like
Everyone
everyone gets sick. It's crazy.
It's crazy, you know. So then, and then they told me that they're actually their roster's too full now. They can't put anyone else. So it's like,
that hurts.
It still hurts. I thought about it like it's been over a year that happened to me. No, it'll be here in October.
And people don't understand. Like for you people who are listening, okay?
You over there, I can see you.
As a musician, like having someone in your corner that actually wants to help you grow is such a blessing, but it's also such a rarity. People don't just go out of their way to say, hey, I have time, I have the resources. If I don't have them, I'm going to get them because I believe in you. That like you need one person to believe in you. You don't need 1,000 people behind you in your team. You need one person to believe in you, to push you, to hold you accountable, to ask, have you written a song today? Have you finished that or this or that? That
or
one
just
person
to help you with a lot of like the load so you can just be the artist.
Yes.
Like how many artists who are fully independent these days, can you ask them? I can ask you, Emily, how many songs have you written this year?
Oh my God, don't ask me that.
Let's be real.
I think I haven't written one song.
For real?
Okay, I've written one song. But
song. Why? Is it because by choice or you don't have time or there's no space?
There's no time. There's no time. There were times where I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel that it's time to write a song. But I didn't have the headspace because like there's so many things on my list. Obviously, I'm a mom. I'm a single mom. So I don't have as much time as the normal human being. But at the same time, like I have stuff on my list. So
I haven't edited the video because I wanted to post a video for a EPK so that when I apply for this venue, the people have something to click on so they know what I sound like. Then time goes into creating a booking email that's like full of the information that I need. That for me, that takes a lot of time because I don't have the capacity to concentrate. I need a lot to concentrate. I can't concentrate. I can't focus. Like there's so much going on. Then I see one thing and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to clean first. I'm going to clean. And when I'm done, then I'm going to do the number 2 on my list, which is, I don't know what.
Do you even get to number 2 sometimes?
Mostly no. Like it takes me sometimes a week to get to number 2. And once I get to number 2, there comes a 1.1.
Yeah,
so you go back.
yeah.
Like, oh, the EPK wasn't complete. Or, oh, they want a video actually from your last performance, not the performance before that. So then you go back, you redo the EPK. You try to upload more videos. Like, it's such a
detail-filled work to prepare a booking email. And the booking email is necessary so that we can work, so that we can eat and pay rent. It's such a mountain of work. I don't know how we even got here.
For one person.
Anyways, this was supposed to be a game from a long time ago.
Damn.
We have to cut out a lot. This is a good one. The 300 euro gig that costs 280 euros. You get paid 300 euros for a gig.
Mm-hmm.
From those 300 euros, you have to deduct
280.
travel. You have to add the rehearsal room. In my case, you have to add the babysitter. Then you add the food. And then maybe some of us have to add tax. So you basically made nothing. You pay 280, you get 300 after the gig. Was it all worth it? Did it lead to something? Should musicians calculate net profit more honestly? So instead of asking for 300, should we add the 280 and say, listen, this would have to be 580 because it costs me money to actually just step foot into your venue, onto your stage with all my musicians that I've prepared. So, like, what are situations where you're like, this does not feel good or right? This money is definitely not enough, but I have to do it. What drove you to say yes to a certain gig in the recent past?
I wouldn't even say recent past. I said even recent future. Like, I feel like I have a gig coming up and we don't even know how much we're going to get.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
a risk.
We just know that there's going to be a 60-40 split.
Yeah.
And there's 6 people in the band.
60-40 split, for those who don't know, means the venue gets 60%.
No, we get 60.
You get 60% as the artist of the overall money that comes in.
Yeah.
And
The
the venue gets 40%.
In this scenario, there's 6 people in the band.
Yeah.
And also there's going to be a DJ. So the 60% needs to be split between 7 people.
Wow. So, how many people fit into the venue?
120.
And then,
So they say. And we, like, our ticket settings, I don't know how much tickets are, to be honest. I think they're between 10 to 15 euro. Or even cheaper, 8 to 15 because of
I'll happily
supporter.
pay for a ticket.
You know?
Yes.
So, like, we could be lucky enough to walk away with 100 euro each, maybe.
So, we never know how many people come. Even though you do have a solid fan base, we can never actually calculate. We can only push as much as we want and need, but, like, there's always the risk. So, yeah, there's that. And then the question was, why did you say yes in the first place?
Why did I say yes? I said yes because I like the booker, number 1.
I like the booker too.
I really like the booker. And
Yeah.
number 2,
The booker, by the way, is female, which is also nice. Rare.
very rare.
We want to support that.
But, you know, really nice. And the person has also given us, like, opportunities before in the past. And I also feel like this promoter, booker, actually has a genuine love and passion for music.
Exactly.
It's not just like, I'm trying to make money for this.
Yes.
No, they actually have, like, a really nice energy, and they want the artists to actually grow and do well, and, like, it's great, which is really rare. You know, some bookers just want to get people in the door, but, like, you know, they genuinely care, you know. But I didn't say no because, of course, yes, I do like the booker, but also it's a venue that I've always wanted to play in. Like, I'm not, like, not bucket list, but, like, you know, it's one of these venues in Berlin that is, I guess, I've never actually been there. I've just seen it on Instagram, but it seems like a nice place to play. And I also feel like they have their own audience who come there, you know? So I also do feel like, okay, maybe new people would see us. And then also, I also didn't have any work in July. Like,
Right.
it was, I think this was booked maybe a month or 2 ago, a month and a half, let's just say ago. And I looked at my calendar in July and I was like, okay, I have one solid gig. And when I say a solid gig, maybe a gig that pays over 300 euro, that's a solid gig. Like, between 300 to 500 euro, that's a solid gig, you know? So I was like, okay, I have one solid gig in July. If I say yes to this gig, I might get an extra 100 euro. And then with my solid gig, this could maybe pay my rent. So that's one thing I thought about. which is like,
Gig.
you have to think about it.
Yes.
Gig math.
Yeah.
You have to think about it. You have to be like, okay, I can say no right now, but then what if I get no other gigs at all? I will be sitting there regretting my life. And also, I was like, okay, I don't think it's going to clash with any other gig because it's on a Wednesday.
True.
You know, I was like,
Fair.
I ain't missing nothing on a Wednesday, you
Yeah.
know? So these are like reasons why. And then another reason why is I don't really play with my full band that often. It's also a form of like rehearsal for us, you know, because
an investment
it's
into
in
the quality.
exactly of our show, of our work. Okay, how are we playing together now? How's the chemistry on stage? Okay, because we need that. We need this, you know, this is what we want. We want to tour more as a band.
100%.
Because there's like 6 of us, you know, so it's really impossible to get like gigs where we aren't getting paid. Like, it's impossible to get gigs where we're all getting paid €200-300 each. It's impossible.
Let's not say it's impossible
for now.
Let's say it hasn't happened
It
yet.
hasn't happened yet.
But I'm a very firm believer in speaking positivity into your future. So
very soon we're going to be getting these €300 gigs, starting from €300 gigs, please God. But yeah, this is why I said yes, for these reasons. You know, it's like there's nothing else going on in July. The promoter's nice, the venue's nice, and I'm pouring into my band, you know. Don't get me twisted and don't get it wrong. I am still super, super scared that maybe we might not make any money and everyone will walk away with like €70, and maybe the band are like, well, maybe I won't get a fee. I'm actually scared that I might not even get a fee, and I might have to like divide my fee with the band so they can get more money.
Those moments when we make under €100, because €100, like, that's not even the bare minimum. But it's something where you can say, okay, if my band members go home with €100 from a gig where you just played original music, then that's like, you know, you can still say, okay, they're going to play with me again. Under €100, I feel like that's kind of where your pride sets in. Oh, this is maybe a delivery. Woo!
It's embarrassing if it's under 100.
100%. That's fine.
Is the game over?
Let's do, yeah.
I think so.
Let's end the game. It's a very serious game.
Cut the camera.
Cut the camera.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Thank you
so
so much.
much. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.